Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I put my planner supplies back into my Mode Term Elite A6 personal binder because the rings were, I don't know, they were just easier to work with than my other planner, which I honestly don't remember what I did with that. So, how are you guys? How's life going? Is anybody else itching to jump into a different planner right now? All the while still loving the one they're in, because that's how I feel right now. So this is my friend, my planner buddy, and it's got everything I've had in like my inbox, extra inbox, my monthlies. It has my weeklies. It has my dailies. It has my daily journaling. It has my temperaments, a couple of note pages. And I did take out a lot of the inserts for work and put them in that reddish brown A6 that I got from Unique Touch Creations that I showed in my last video. Now that I've done all that, it makes me want to like rethink my planner all over again, but it's really just for fun. Like, I still love this so much, and I mean, I could probably keep my personal size, but I've been missing my A6 and I just want to play around with this and see if there was a way that I could duplicate the information just for fun. And like, if I want to bring this one, I can, and if I want to bring this one, I can. But I feel like that's how you get into that planner hopping business. I also missed my lined papers rather than my Tomoe River papers that I've been using back here for my dailies, and I just thought maybe if I put these inserts that I print off back in here, I might want to write more, and I don't know why that is. Every now and then I just want to switch up whatever planner paper I'm using for my dailies. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this into here and see if that is part of why I've been kind of feeling off in here. I'm not sure. But also, my new job is going great for that update for anyone that wants to know. I have a lot more hours, which is great. I need to catch up on a few things, so I'm not complaining. I'm very grateful. And they have a better system overall and better management. So I'm doing really good. I'm feeling awesome. And now I'm just trying to find time to like jump back in and play in my planners and think about my goals again, which we'll talk about maybe later on or in another video. I still haven't worked in my goal planner since April. Yeah, I think this is my last week that I had worked in here, but I'm just going to be patient with myself because this is undated, so there's no pressure on me to fill this up very quickly, and I do have 2 more books, so I might start this again next week. I'm just waiting to get into like a proper routine before I try to think about goal planning again, because that's how you get overwhelmed. So I love how my goal planner is a flexible system because I can jump in and out whenever I need, whenever I'm ready. And I found this in a different planner, so I decided to put it in here because I think it's so cute. Just a dashboard I made from Pinterest. So I think that's it here. I'm just gonna try to find some of my old A7 inserts and go from there because I'm just really missing my little pocket planner. And I remember when I was in here, I wrote in here like crazy. Like, something about having a smaller petite planner just makes me want to like rush into it and start writing. I don't know what it is, but I oftentimes find myself writing in my pocket planner rings more than my personal, and I think it's just because it's lighter. But I don't know. Let me know down below if you're the same way. But I'm going to pause the video here. We're going to come right back, and then we'll jump into playing with the A7 pocket size rings. Okay, so I've dug out some of my pocket rings inserts. Oh my goodness, I have so many things, don't I? Okay, we're gonna leave these behind because I love these dividers, but they collect dust and debris like so quick, and I really don't care for that. And let's see, I have like 16 different pocket planners I can pick from, and as much as I do love how floppy this one is, which is probably the reason why I ended up using it for so long, I also have the Norfolk, and I haven't used this. I ordered it and I never jumped into it, and it was not easy to get this, you guys. But for some reason, this red color is just, I'm like vibing to it, but doesn't yet lay flat. So I wonder if we can make her listen to us and just start laying flat. But I do love these dividers. And then I also have literally the exact same Elite binder in the A7, so I'm not sure if I should just match that up or if that's too easy to, like, I don't know. It's just, maybe it's too matchy-matchy. So we'll see. I do love my Moterms though. And this one is pretty bulky. It does have a pocket in the back, but we might just go ahead and try to make this work. And I have to reference back to this one because I don't even remember really how I kept it. But because I like this so much, I'm probably just going to copy as much as I can and just stitch it over here. We love our Marilyn, so I think we're going to put her kind of in the front. Yeah, these rings are pretty massive. I'm so surprised how big these are compared to the other ones, but let's see. I don't really care for my cleaning schedule like I used to. So the first things first, the dashboard needs a protective cover. So we're going to take the old one out and put it in the front here. And then we love Marilyn, so we want her in the front. I just don't want to cut up this photo. I can always make like another one though, honestly. Why don't we go ahead and cut that side right there. That should work. And then we'll be able to hole punch this and set back my hole punch to match this. So we're gonna go down one, too small, but that's why we have a demoed paper. So basically it needs to match like that. And I know it's too close, but we'll see. That might work. Okay, I've never got that so accurate on my first try. I'm just letting you know that's not normal. And since I did get that accurate, let's just keep that in here. We'll just put it down because this is a this is a pocket plus. So we're just gonna go like that. Yeah, that'll be good for my to-do list. And then, oh, we know the copyright, right guys? Let's just not, don't copy this if it's not yours. Because it's from Handy Forms LLC. Okay, I'm just being silly, honestly. So we have different types. I better hole punch this. Do we want it like that? Yeah. Yes, we do. Marilyn Monroe. Such a classic beauty. Classic beauty. Anybody ask you, who's Marilyn Monroe? She's a classic beauty from the 60s, in the late 50s to the early 60s. Okay, let's see. We'll do Marilyn up front. And then let's do the first thing. I know it would be smart to put the inbox like behind this tab, but for now, I kind of like this look of it, the lines being underneath Marilyn's cute little photo. That is so cool. And then we have like a protector. Okay, then we can get into monthlies, which I was using these really cute confetti pink, but I would like to try to use, what is this one called? It's like this floral one. What's this one called? It just says week on 2 pages. Oh, so these are the months. That's cute. But we're gonna stick with kind of minimal. So we're gonna go all the way over to the month of May. Is it? Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, that's cute-ish. And then you have your monthly. Did I not have any other monthlies printed out for this? What did I do in the old one? Let's see. Oh. I do have monthly somewhere, like this. These really cute ones. Where did I get those? I remember ordering them. So where would those be? If they're not in the stash, I'm definitely gonna have to figure it out. Oh, and then I have these really cute weeklies as well that look like this. Let me see if I use them in here. I didn't. I used a different Filofax pocket size. See, this is not fun when it's all kind of mixed up like this. Yikes. But that's my own doing. Let me see. And it's because I've flipped through some of these before just to try to remember what I had in my stash. So it's definitely a me problem. I love how many of these I have as my inbox, my to-dos. Love this. Okay, we're just gonna stick that back together. I think what we'll do is keep this. But yeah, let's take this back out because I have a sense that things are gonna change. We are gonna use that. We are going to use, I think that this is, okay, yeah, this is the same thing I have in my personal planner, the week on 2 pages, but it is a lot easier to write. Yeah, we're gonna go May, June. Let's just end there. I think that's a good idea. And we'll stick this. I think this should only have our monthlies and this one should be our weeklies. That way there's a divider so I can flip right to the weeklies and not have to fight all the monthlies I'm supposed to find and put in here. Which I know I have somewhere, but we're gonna find them. Usually I just leave extra monthlies in another binder. So I have to go through that, but that's fine. And then, let's see. Let me go find the monthlies and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's see. I did find my, I don't know where these came from. I must have ordered these from Etsy or something. I have my April, May, and I think I have all of them. Yeah, September, November, December. Yep, I have all my monthlies in here. And I put in a little clear Filofax ruler and divider there, and this gray and pink one in the like weekly section. Now I'm just trying to figure out what else to add to this because the rings that I had before are so much smaller. These have a lot of room for whatever I want. So I think what I want to do is take these white Filofax inserts with the dotted grid and put them back here. So this can start to like kind of bulk up a little bit. It's looking really nice. It's feeling so soft. It's crazy. And what else did I want to add in here? I remember using this for my dailies, so I definitely want that in here. But I gotta find some papers that I actually prefer having in here as my dailies, which I was looking at my previous A7 and I was using both the sterling ink inserts and some of these inserts from Filofax with the dot grid. So I'm not sure if that's what I want to keep in here because I did just switch out the Tomoe River from the back of here. Which reminds me, I really need to find a star sticker. I'm sure I have one somewhere because this came from a specific book. So I did put these little inserts in here, which I really want to use, but I'm not sure if I have some printed out and cut for the A7 size. So I'm still trying to figure this out. So far we have Marilyn Monroe, when you first open this, things to do, monthlies, then you have weeklies, then you have what's supposed to be my dailies, and then some extra grid paper, a blank divider, and then back here was some inserts that came with this, and I stumbled upon these to-do lists with notes, so I kind of want to move a couple of these up to the front on the index section. And again, this is just an experiment to see how often I reach for the A7 or the A6 rings. I am happy in both, and I have archives from both for 2026, so let's see what happens. I mean, it's not a total competition. Sometimes it's nice just to jump into something else, but because it's technically both ring systems, for some reason it doesn't make me feel bad to be planner hopping between the personal size and the pocket size. So let's see. This is the Filofax Norfolk Pocket Organizer. This is the real leather in, what was this one called? Oh my goodness. I remember nights like staying up just looking for a good price on this one because I love the red. And I love that the Norfolk has this rounded, the little latch, I suppose. Let me see if we can find, you know what would be so fun actually is if we took the dollar store book and cut some of these out and threw them in here. Because these papers feel nice. But I always have like papers just floating around in my other ones like this, so I can always go through a bunch of these and like see what I have and then use them, which actually these are a nice color. We'll save those for now and we'll look into another batch. I really should have looked up some ideas, but mostly what I was using my A7 for was planning and then like random ideas I have and thoughts that I was having or a word that I wanted to refer back to and write about. So that was kind of the content from my pocket rings, the previous one. So let me go see if we can find some more fun inserts. And I wanted you guys to be able to tag along. Okay, so this is this giant like basket of inserts that I had for both A6 and A7 planners. So let me see what I can find that we can use. Oh, here we go. Here's some little bitty ones. I have so many things. Oh, I just found my weekly refills, so that's good. I think I'm a little organized because this would be hectic if I wasn't. Not that this isn't a hectic video. You're all very welcome. I wonder if I should just do a voiceover, if that would be a lot simpler over the top of my videos, because I always have topics I want to talk about that has to do with planners, and then I just end up getting way too, look how cute that is, you guys. Oh, that's so adorable. That's so cute. Where's my big thing of my little ones? There's like the tiniest bit. Oh, where is it? I have like a bag full of little, unless if I reorganize things and I don't know where it's at, then I'm in for a little headache, aren't I? Kind of strange. Some extra dividers. Let's see, some extra to-do lists, which these are actually some of my favorite to-do lists. And then we have some more dot grid. We have some lined papers. And then these dot grids are really nice, actually. Then we have, what's this? Oh, these are cute. They're like something, whatever it is we're talking about, notes and a summary, so that's really cool. Then we have some monthlies and some cream colored weeklies. These are so nice. Wonderful. I should have more Tomoe River papers though that I could put into this one. I'm gonna go ahead and put this all back together. And we're gonna keep searching because that's not quite what I'm looking for dailies. And when I was in the dailies in the back pages of one of my other archived A7s, they were like river cutout inserts. So I wonder if I just had a bunch of extra Tomoe River paper that I was using and cutting down to fit the A7. Maybe I will go find that in the other bedroom and then come back when we are cutting it down together. Yay, I have found them. We are on track finally. We're gonna go ahead and add the Tomoe River papers in here. I found a ton, but I think this is all that I had in my whole stash, so I am going to have to order more or print off a different insert. And I'm gonna add a few extra other pages in here. And I'm probably gonna stick, yeah, we're just gonna use a couple extra random pages back here. Should I need anything to, like scratch paper wise, I'm just gonna use these pages. I think that'll work. Let's check this out all together. I'm hoping over time this lays more flat, especially when I'm writing in my dailies. And I'm just gonna have to start decorating some of these pages, aren't we? I'm going to put all the extra pages in my basket I just showed you in the front, so I know where they're at. And we can try to move on. I was wondering if that looks like it's a little too wide for this. But let me see. I was wondering if it'd be more fun to have like a different divider in there. Oh my goodness, look how far that sticks out. Just for the like dailies. But I'm not sure that's so cohesive enough. And I mean, does anybody wing it like I do? Like, look at me. Like, it's fine. And we'll just copy over everything that I had from my I just found a really neat Filofax fold out for the yearly overview. I think we're going to add that into here, into the front. Yeah, to me that makes sense. And then what we can do is put a, I wonder if we can get into the third. And just clip it like this. So when you open it, these are the 2 months you see. That's probably a brilliant idea. You get this paper clip going. And then once I transfer dates, oh yeah, that is so nice. So when I open it up, I can just write all the dates that are important for the month right here. So I have a quick glance at that. And then we'll go from there and get this book started. I have a cherry cola poppy prebiotic soda. I love it. And we're gonna go to my monthlies in here just to see what we have going on. So let's see. There's a memorial service this day. 2 p.m. And then I have my nails get done at 9 a.m. Okay, that works. And then I can transfer those things into here after I decorate in this. This is a pretty premium paper, so this is like kind of difficult to do. So let's add some stickers to this. I found these stickers at CVS, so we're just gonna go ahead and use it. I was gonna make one of it, so that's very helpful. And then one more to kind of set it all up, maybe. We'll just do hard on the 12th because that's when I don't. And then we have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and now we're on the 12th day. So May, the calendar is beautified. And we're going to my weeklies. And I had a 10:30 nail appointment. This is so nice that it's Monday through Sunday because my personal is Sunday through Saturday. And I know that shouldn't be that big of a deal, but it does throw me off because I've been so used to using Monday start planners. And then Wednesday, I'm off work. Monday, I worked 8 to 10. Make sure I get all the Saturdays in that I can to help out my team so that they can also help me out when I need the Saturday, Sunday off. So I want to be a team player. I do think that one was changed though, so I am going to have to look into that one. So that's my weekly for now. And then we'll go over to my daily. How are we doing on time? Are we okay? Sorry if I took so long to put this together. I've just been a little bit distracted. We're just gonna get out a few stickers. Okay, so it's pretty sunny today, so we're gonna add an aura still sun to it. And we're gonna do that's adorbs. Okay. Then I'm going back to my weekly real quick because we have a payday coming up. Aren't I? I'm not usually off on Tuesdays, so it's kind of threw me off what day it was. Okay, so Tuesday, and it's May 12th. There, that'll offset it, so if I don't have these stickers with me when I'm journaling, it's okay, it's not going to be the end of the world. But it's still, like, fun to do. And then I'll go ahead and journal in here and get right back to you guys. So I will play around in this and in my personal size, and we'll see which one I am more drawn to for the month of May. But right now, the way that this is looking, I really have been liking this. But we'll see, because I'm not used to something so thick. I'm used to the thinner covers. It's just easier to work with. I'm just going to stick with this Moterm in the Elite White personal size, and then use a companion planner for now. And we'll see, we'll just double up and see whatever one calls to me the most. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!